Hello, everyone on my chat. It's not a Friday 13th. Friday 13th. Friday the 13th. Instead, we were going to go out and have lunch out today. Although, because of the weather outside, including freezing rain, warning, weather forecast, it canceled because it's too slippery for my mom. My mom walking, and I didn't want my mom another fall. My mom the falls risk, and I have health records to prove it, and that I never fell instead of kidney stone. So kidney stone for a while. It didn't just turn into that. I've obviously had it a while, and the symptoms, all the symptoms I've had over the years, it is a condition, acute, not chronic. It can be debilitating for a little while. It's not fainting. It's not syncope. It's not syncope. It is not fell. It is not hyperactive. It's not hypochondria. It is an actual physical situation that's happened over the years. And it worsened. And I went to my doctor and complained. And I asked to have more tests. And that's what's happened. And some other people, narcissistic, abusive stalkers, tried, showed, and told and convinced my mom and I that didn't happen and that we were guilty as accused, and instead the other people just lied. The other people only lied. They were all narcissistic, abusive stalkers. And I'm not going to talk about for a whole day. I'm just going to leave it at that and just let you know that we were going out to lunch and it was canceled because of the weather. I might photograph the weather and let you see I'm not lying in a few minutes. I'll put it on my community post page. And this is my real social media. This is my favorite one on YouTube since I was allowed back. I have started some other things to confuse all those other people, narcissistic, abusive stalkers. I'll give them enough time to go there. They can spend their time, their own money, trying to find evidence, found evidence to prove their lies and false allegations, false accusations, and not find anything. Only that themselves were liars and themselves guilty as alleged and as accused. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. My mom has been up and gonna have my first coffee as per to usual. It's Friday. Wear pink. I need to wear pink. I wear pink. Something pink. Hmm. Oh shit! I didn't know I hit that button. Technical difficulties. Ah! Fridays wear pink. Are you wearing pink today? Friday. Yes, no, or maybe. Please let me know. That's the poll of the day. The only one. Yes. First vote of the day. Yes. The first, I was going to vote first. Yes, of the day. Poll. Awesome. I'm going to wear something pink myself. I'm looking right at it. Either that or another jacket. I like the fleecy too, the blue and the blue, as if the green and the pink. I have a green, pink, and a pink, green and pink. They're not hoodies. They don't have hoods. They're fleecies. And when I don't wear my um, robe, I like to wear that. Those I like to wear one on Wednesdays and ones on Fridays the most, especially during winter months. And outside of burn months, I just have taken a liking to them. They're very cozy, and it helps me with my beauty beyond size. Outerwear, I don't know what the sizes are. I can go look. But my other wear that I'm wearing now, my lounge set, is women's sizes, sized medium. Oh, it does look, the weather is interesting. I'm going out there. That's my blanket. I was going to use my cat alive because it is very sentimental. I was considering not doing it when dead, although I'm really considering using it now as a blanket. It would be really cute as a memorial thing. You want the best at brand. apologize. My whiskers reading aloud. Oh. Do you go on my community post page? You can see photo weather outside. The weather that was outside. My newest photo of today. You can see a little bit of my balcony outside, although not lots. Oh wow, some people subscribe to my other channel.
I will keep saying that.
Oh, technical difficulties. Oops, it was too high up and they touched it. Ugh. I have a cleaning person that comes sometimes, and I haven't been a while. A little bit of photography I did. Photo. You can see a bit of my balcony. You can see outside. That's the weather now. That's one of the views I have from here. I know some of you wanted to see the view. That's the view. Um, yeah, I've updated my social media here at Foodist Beauty, Beauty Beyond Size, Avril Bellis. I'm using my real name because I'm not guilty. My first and last name, that's the title. And then the meme. I have other memes too this year that I'm using most of all, such as Ghost Whisperer and stuff, Bella Switch, Avril, Halloween, etc. All happened. And yeah, that's what I'm into right now. Beauty Beyond Size. And you can see videos of um, me as at my other one. Ghost Whisperer, Bella Switch, Avril 8 out, Avril Bellis Beauty Beyond Size. I am semi-retired. I should actually say more than that because I'm not really doing much of anything. Although I'm more or less retired. I'm mostly doing hobbies and I really like doing the monetization stuff. It's really, really fun just to sit and look attractive and do next to nothing and get paid. Gifted. Buy from one and more others that likes and or didn't like what I was doing on the internet, social media. Oh wow. I see I'm getting lots of viewing.
Yeah, it's black.
I got over 2K views one of my videos. I published a public Ghost Whisper, the Bell Switch Avril ate out. Well, you'll know where you'll find me these for months. Halloween. And unless there's an emergency and I'm just like want to let my audiences all know all about it. But yeah, that's me. That's everything updated. Beta complete. The mere mention of freezing rain and I don't want to go outside. I don't want my mom to fall more. I know I said earlier I was never going to use Skinny Food Co. again. I know I mentioned that, although recently I ordered some more. Um, the only thing I couldn't find was the fake away sauce that was there before. I couldn't find it. That's okay. I hope the packaging, nothing is opened, nothing is damaged. That is all in perfect shape as purchased. Got a keto pantry katsu curry, virtually zero sugar free sauce. Uh, I don't know if that's a vegan. I don't know if that what it is. I got a skinny barista English toffee flavor shot sugar free skinny coffee syrup. Two skinny coffee 250 milliliter single can vanilla latte. Skinny coffee 250 milliliter single can salted caramel latte. Skinny barista French vanilla flavor shot sugar free skinny coffee syrup. Skinny barista salted caramel skinny shot sugar free coffee syrup. As I mentioned before, that's a 6 months supply. I don't need any more than that. That'll do me just fine. I'll do us. I'm gonna have my mom try some of that, such as the keto pantry curry. My mom can have a little bit of it on the side. Does my mom have rice and her chicken? See if my mom likes it. She's tried some of the stuff before and liked it. And before before shipping, $38 and tip. Subtotal was $56.40. With the YT Louise discount, that gave me a minus 11.60. I got a discount of $11.60. Oh, by the way, thank you, Louise's Journey XO, Louise's Journey 2.0 XO. I suppose, since that was the discount code I used. And my mom knows all about it. She was showed and told that we were going to do that this year. And it was just not as, I'm not going into hundreds and thousands and dollars of. It's barely going to be $200 this year. It's just, that's enough to last me. That's enough to last me. And especially since I've read the emails from the center, because they didn't have any sugar-free syrup there. Neither did some of the other places there. And it's really convenient to have that sized sugar-free syrup. Now, I do use other sugar-free syrups, but they don't have the flavor shot travel size things I mentioned. They're bigger, and those are more, could put them in my pocket, could put them in my handbag, my purse, my knapsack, my fanny pack, anytime, anywhere, whereas those other ones too big. And with it being spring, almost and or is the season, looking forward to those 2 cans because I could have them during the warmer weather with and or without ice cubes. I could even take with me one and have ice with me, make myself my own iced coffee. I'd have to buy the bag of ice though. And or yeah, I'd have to be somewhere and buy the ice and or be given the ice. Isn't that good? I'm really excited about having it because I didn't do the other stuff I had remaining was cinnamon and hazelnut praline or whatever. And I'm really looking forward to going back onto the English toffee, salted caramel, and French vanilla. In addition to having the other stuff that I use. Mostly are sugar-free, salted caramel, sugar-free French vanilla. It's just an easy spoonful or two to add my coffee. And sometimes I suppose I could add a spoonful of it to my, if I have oatmeal more. My stomach didn't really like the oatmeal very. And I know some other people were like, oh, but Skinny Food Co., we don't like you using Skinny Food Co. It's not allowed, you're stalking us. And I'm like, I'm not stalking you. I'm just like, it's a good product and I like it lots. It's the other way around. You're the one's been uh, narcissistic, abusive, stalking us, and it must need stops. It's just a nice something or other. I find I have less headaches, migraines when I use the sugar-free condiments, coffees, instead of the powder ones, like the powder packs, the pink ones, the blue ones, the yellow ones, all those sugar packets that aren't sugar. They're supposed to be healthier and better than, and I couldn't find. I like those ones better. Sweet and low, etc. I rather have the Skinny Food Co. sugar free travel size syrups and the Tyranny or whatever it's called went home. Hmm. Thank you, Skinny Food Co. Thank you, Tyranny. I'm gonna enjoy some coffee today. Oh, and thank you all honeybees, honeys. I'm gonna enjoy my coffees all the more. More. I got the bedding. I've got the comforter. I've got the blanket. I've got my old blankets I'm keeping when my cat alive. I just thought because it's spring, the bunny hops and everything. And then when spring is over, I'm gonna put that blanket away and return all the more to my pets for baby's blankets. I'm trying to consider. I've got my yellow ones in my bedroom where my cat boudoir. I'm trying to figure out. I have a green throw blanket, and the theme right now in my living room is green, cottage core, cottage fade. And I'm seriously thinking of putting that as a throw blanket in there for when it's summertime and I'm wearing those short sleeve outfits of mine once more, pajamas, etc. You can see my active out center of Mississauga. Walk-a-thon t-shirt from here. We'll be wearing that again soon, maybe, eh? I'll have one of those travel size barista sugar-free syrups, Skinny Food Co. in my pocket or whatever. I can have a coffee. Yay! They didn't have any plant-based dairy-free milk there or cream, and I'm gonna have to have some of my own. Do I ever want to put any in? Because they didn't have. That's okay. I could do that. It's Friday. Oh, and in addition to my comforter, sheets, pillow, things, um, got new carpet to put on my floor, two nice little carpets, because couldn't have it buried when my cat died alive, and because my cat used to sometimes use that as a toilet. He couldn't get to his litter box fast enough, and it was just something that happened. And if I wasn't right there and then and noticed, it was an awful mess that I had to clean up. We even had to get one of those carpet washers. Sometimes it just happened. It's like one of those moments, you're enjoying yourself, you're having a sleep somewhere, and all of a sudden you hear the hacking, a cat hacking sound like a hair pull, and you can't get up fast enough, and if you do, you manage to make it to the litter box with. And what was really cute about my cat, um, sometimes I would go to use my facilities bathroom, and I would leave my door open, and one of his litter boxes was across from there. And just as I went there, my cat decided to use litter box at the same time, so we were both busy. It was really pretty. It was a beautiful moment, and he was very chuffed. So was I. I miss those good times. My life didn't end, although moving forward, uh, I miss my cat. Sometimes I have nightmares that my cat didn't get euthanized and is alive out there in the world without me, his mummy, mother, pet parent. I'm hopeful that those are just nightmares. They're only nightmares. We paid for the euthanasia, and I was there, and it was supposed to be a euthanasia, nothing else. Only euthanasia, because my cat was too sick. That's what the test results and everything, and there were some symptoms, many, and my coffee times have not been the same without my pussycat alive. Have a lovely day, love. Oh, thank you. My lips are awfully dry. Now, mind you, could I, as I mentioned, not have any more symptoms and behaviors? Of course, I'd love a double double. Oh my God, would I ever love a double double? Oh, I'd eat that forever. I had some cold foam on my coffee last night. I'm feeling not ill, not sick, and I just have to go to the bathroom, but I have to actually physically walk there. I'm just trying to figure out why I want to get up because I really want to go back to bed and sleep a while longer, although I do not because I don't have my cat alive. But those nightmares, oh, sometimes they were awful. That's why I used to take medication since my cat died. I needed sedated because those were awful nightmares. I never wanted my cat out in the world without me, homeless, abandoned, because I never abandoned my cat. I left him there on 20th of January believing my cat was euthanized. And I never authorized anybody removed my cat from where we lived and here home. I never authorized him being picked up from a veterinarian. I never authorized permission. All those narcissistic, abusive stalkers I mentioned before. I never want a stalker as my cat. A cactus and anything that was since, including my parents, my mom, and expected when I was at home and when I was home that we were all in lockdown, uh, boundaries, safety, and privacy. I never wanted any of them indoors at any times. And all times they got through security, be it parking securities and or lobbies securities. Including when I just used to go to the garbage rooms, go for mail. When I used to exercise more, walk fit outdoors. That's why we don't go out as often as we used to. Family status. Recuperated, recovered, recuperating. It's just, and anybody and everybody that showed and told me, oh, you should stop going to centers, you have to stop going where there's media, you have to stop doing published like social media virtuals. And I was like, absolutely not. Why aren't you working and arresting one and more stalkers? You don't need me anymore to go to court or anything. You got securities cameras. Just get that and get all the other evidence you've been giving and put them in court with you. What you're afraid of, what you're guilty of. You know, it's not us. Uh, all before, all during, all later, and all since December 12th, December 2024. And hopefully, those doctors that misdiagnosed my mom and I as senile, dementiated, and retarded, and Alzheimer's, and uh, neurologically impaired, find out it's either themselves and those other people stalkers, narcissistic, abusive stalkers. Patient relations has more evidence. Us Bellises were not guilty. Us Bellises did not lie. Us Bellises were the victims instead. A concussion and concussion and my mom took medication. She was prescribed prescription misinformation and wouldn't stop, although I found information that it wasn't healthy. My mom, um, Prolia, that can cause confusion, and having hormone levels not fully um, and that can cause confusion. So, there's confusion, although I don't believe my mom is dementiated, senile, and Alzheimer's. I know my mom has had nerves, but then again, although who wouldn't, considering all that happened all before and all during February 25, 2026. And I've not lied one little bit. The harassment and bullying and all that other stuff I mentioned, anybody else could trace it back to all before, all during, all later, all since February 24, 2021. Narcissistic abuse of stalker Betty Bradley and one and or more other people members. Mississauga Senior Citizen Center on Cawthor Road, Square One Older Adult Center, the Open Door on City Center Drive, and Active Adult Center of Mississauga on Burnthorpe Road East, and Square One Shopping Center and Central Parkway Mall. And the police that didn't arrest and judiciary punishment them to add on in out from and by all courts, more than one courts, should, can, could, may, must, and need, show and tell, showed and told, shows and tells and reacted, and reacts all to all about, all happened as others, all should, can, could, may, must, and need, show and tell, shown and told, showed cells reacted, and reacts. All about, all true, all about. All those police officers, all those crown and district attorneys, all those justices of the peace didn't themselves jobs titles, jobs duties, jobs details, and jobs descriptions. Judiciary. Each of those other people I mentioned earlier. All about, all true, all about Asbellosis. Really don't want to talk anymore. I really just try and sit and look attractive. Talking about it is making me very nauseous. I don't feel like vomiting. I really don't. Victims' rates, Asbellosis, my parents, my parents' parents, and my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents. All animals, all botany, all pets, all fur babies, and myself. All names and all named Bellis. And that's not me being racist, bigot, discriminatory, discrimination, prejudice, prejudges. There's evidence anywhere and everywhere, including outside my front door. Security cameras were all on. All real time, all recording, all recorded, and any and all videos of, and any and all photos of. In addition to all the other evidence, including themselves possibly published public on social media and or elsewhere. Those narcissistic, abusive stalkers. Now I know there's going to be some internet trolling. I know I have an audiences. I know that. But that's part of the fan base. That's part of being internet, social media. I expect that, but I don't expect any of you and or them to add on in, out, from and by my doors and windows. The Bellises I mentioned and myself. The Bellis. And when some other people allege themselves autistic, has Asperger's syndrome, autism, and they showed signs of fears, and or misbehaved themselves, not lawful, not legal, themselves internet celebrities, etc., famous. They put themselves out there, and they should, can, could, may, must, and need were in the background of one and more other, such as a live stream and or whatever public common areas as a normality, and did that one and more other person got mentally ill beyond that um, allegations, alleged autistic, had adult autism, uh, a person persecutory delusional and or persons persecutory delusional, paranoid, aggressive, agitated, paranoid, at least paranoid. Obviously, there's nothing to fear. Uh, they did and or did not reset their privacy settings on such as YouTube and or TikTok. It's all public domain, and as only themselves should, can, could, may, must, and need change. Changes, changed, all that, all happened as. Not me. We don't have to keep moving around relocating, changing phone numbers, and other contact information because the judiciary punishers were too lazy to did judiciary punishments to them that we know of. Narcissistic, abusive stalker Betty Bradley and others, including alleged Betty Bradley accomplice and or friend and or acquaintance Anita Thrasher and others, all happened to us. Sure, we did socials together and everything. My mom wanted to, and I tried advised my mom not to because of family status and circumstances that where they were members and all happened all before, all during, all later, and all since City Center Drive, such as Square One Older Adult Center and Open Door. There's other socials that should, can, could, may, must, and need, and happened and did not. And as I don't know what my dinner is tonight, although we were going to go out to lunch, and I'm not feeling very hungry right now. Although, please join me on my other YouTube channel, Ghost Whisperer, Bellis Witch Avril ate out. Please, I'll be maybe doing another episode of what I eat during a day as the wannabe fat person there. The pizza we ordered was not the best, and I haven't ate it since. It was really not edible. Very. I was really, and I didn't phone them and complained. I was just too disappointed. Although I am craving a baked potato, at least half, and some cooked french fries. I know I can't eat cooked french fries, although what I really want today is half a baked potato, some uh, buttery like condiment, some salt and pepper, and or without, and some I don't know, liver filling. Uh, I was thinking beans, but then I might wait until tomorrow and have that. Because tomorrow I could have like a beans and cheese burrito and some potato at night. Today I think I'll just continue the day with some rice crackers. At least have one to start my day. Beauty Beyond Size. To those two other people I mentioned, I just want to say in case they're on my social media. I don't know. People use memes as titles, etc., and handles. They try to get to, at, on, in, out, from, and by our personal contact information, our memberships, where I worked, lobbies, and parking, securities, and alleged concierges. I hope they know that they're on securities cameras all on, and that they should, can, could, may, must, and need not to, at, from, to, at, on, in, out, from, and by, to, at, on, in, out, from, and by our addresses, etc., contact information, internet, Wi-Fi, social media, virtuals, ISPs, neighborhoods, residential, urban, residential, etc., and stop stalking us, or to add on in, out from, and by Mississauga Senior Citizen Center on Cawthra Road and Active Adult Center of Mississauga on Burnham Thorpe Road East. It's over. It ended. Began ending earlier. It ended February 25, 2026. Those crank calls they did, those nuisance phone calls, and all the other times, often on the internet, all those times, those acquaintanceships let themselves erotomanic delusional, persecutory delusional. We don't have to know them. We don't have to meet them. We don't have to. We do not need to because of their mental health not being well. They're afraid. They're not afraid. They're worried about my mom and I again, once more, as I mentioned, the persecutory delusional. Fear my mom's safety? Why don't they remember they did it themselves and other people? Others instead. Because they're narcissistic, abusive stalkers, and they did not and do not know how to stalk. They have emails, they have copies. My mom's health deteriorated rapidly, more than 5 years themselves, and all those lies they showed and told my mother and me and one and more others. Absolutely ridiculous. Justice for the Bellises. Justice. Not them. Us Bellises. They don't need justice. We didn't do anything not lawful, not legal, not sane, not competent, not employable. 2018 and 2019 too. More of them showed up and did socials with us while I'm doing internet, Wi-Fi's, virtuals, published, social media, and blogging. Staff too, such as alleged executive director, which is just another word for secretary administration, Linda Saub, Active Adult Center in Mississauga. That's why I began wearing more colors: grays, silvers, browns, golds, and greens. I didn't like it. I didn't like being the victim. Hear my mom getting confused. One of the phone calls, 2021. And since then, we've had new phone numbers. And she is not supposed to be contacting us anymore. The members there don't need our contact information whatsoever. They don't need to know where we live. They don't need to know our phone numbers and other contact information, and contacted us and contact us and contacts us to on and out from and by our doors and windows. urban residential and all elsewhere. 1302, etc. I know in the next while I'm going to have to get my mom more home help. My mom disabilities and not well, such as angina and other health issues. It's a normality. Anytimes and every times one of those narcissistic abusive stalkers tried to took my mom away from that and me and put her where? A nursing home where my mom loses all independence and deteriorates and gets more depressed and is surrounded by nobody, that's family, only narcissistic abusive stalkers. All those other people. Don't cry, sweetheart. God is with you. Thank you. Yes? Yes, I'm up. I'm just going to use my bathroom facilities and I'll put the kettle on, all right? Good morning. What? The weather outside. Well, it's nice. It's just not very. It's dull. Raining. It's like freezing rain out there right now. Well, it's not even like, well, it's as freezing rain. Excuse me. I beauty burped. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I want to just end all my ranting that when those narcissistic, abusive stalkers leave and never return stalking us more, and they live in fears themselves, their mental health, obsessive compulsive, delusional, stalkers' mentalities, themselves persecutory, delusional because we ended it. Bingo, active adult syndrome is and all those bingo lunches. We're not attending anymore. We've got new phone numbers. I tried updated privacy set it on the internet, social media, so that we don't receive any more emails and contacts from those other people. That's all I've got to say about it, is that we're the victims, not them. Their persecutory delusion. Every time we tried stopped before them narcissistic, abusive, stalking us, they came closer and closer and closer. It was really disgusting. And louder and louder and lied. And as Bella says, we were not guilty and we did not lie. My mom mental health. My mom did not lie. And I am not nuts. I am not crazy. I was not nuts. I was not crazy. Only one and more other people, narcissistic, abusive, stalkers, stalking, lied, and falsely accused and falsely alleged. I am nuts. I am crazy. I have a health certificate. I have health records. I was not nuts. I am not nuts. I was not crazy. I am not crazy. All before, all during, all later, and all since December 22, 2025. All other people, such as Gilmore, McBrien, Thompson, Thomson, Hardy, Williams, Donald, Ennis, etc. Betty Bradley, etc. Skinny Fuku. And my mom and I financially, as well as his financials, were, are, and being not any of those other people I mentioned, information necessary. They should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not get, God has, had, and have any banking information and all elsewhere financial information, all about, all about as well as my father, his parents, my mother, and all animals, and all botany, and all pets, all fur babies, and myself. All names, and all named Bellis. publishing public, and all other times, such as YouTube and or TikTok and or Facebook, etc. Including all times we paid to, at, on, in, out, from, and by Mississauga Senior Citizens Center on Coffer Road and Square One Older Adult Center on City Center Drive and Active Adult Center of Mississauga on Burnthorpe Road East. Oh, I got an itch. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna do my indoor walk, fit indoors, and water boils, hot stove top, and yeah. And have something that's gonna be more than just rice crackers. I eat only, not only rice crackers. I don't know that Alice Dodds is alive. I don't know that Joan Cruz is alive. I don't know that Diane Forte alive. I don't know that Judy Lloyd alive now. Although are they? They should, can, could, may, must, and need enforces and enforced all memberships. All those narcissistic, abusive stalkers did not. And all ESA and all Bill of Rights and all human rights and all laws, and have all those other people I mentioned removed from the centers, not only suspended, expelled, and not given any more contact information all about my mom and I, etc. as Bellis's. Such as Elsie, Emil, Bill Beckett, Kathy, Anita Thrasher, Betty Cole, who I think, I don't know, died, I'm not sure, and Betty Bradley. At least. And judiciary punishments, all those other people I mentioned, names, went to police and or security. and each judiciary punished, arrested at least. All evidence Bellis were not guilty. Instead, excuse me, my beauty burped. Oh, and active out center of Mississauga Square, one older adult center, no walkers. Oh, yeah, I gotta go do something about that. Excuse me. Excuse me. as of March 12, 2026, I quit active adult center of Mississauga on-site and off-site bingo, persistent abuse of Dr. Betty Bradley, lied to and falsely accused as Bellis's, and as we have not returned playing bingo and having lunches there. Bingo. Today too, because as Bellis's were not guilty, active adult center Mississauga offsite bingo Mississauga Senior Citizen Center. 1389 Cawthra Road. Instead, I'm now doing my indoor walk of it indoors. Steps. Hopefully, by the end of today, 1.2 kilometers. Not lots, although better and greater than not any. All before, all during, all later, all since March 18, 2026. Excuse me. Be burped. Less than a minute. Stand over there.
Yeah.
Well, just stand there.
I don't want my picture.
Not a picture. Just stand around. Turn around. Just say hello.
Hello. Good
Hello.
morning, everyone.
Oh, my hair's in your way. There you go.
I just said good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Have
hello.
a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.
That was polite.
Very nice. And we're done. I'm going to get my coffee. I'm going to make myself a hard-boiled egg. You want one?
Sure.
And I'm going to make some cooked rice I'm going to have with mine.
I don't want rice with it.
I know you don't. You'll have your bacon and stuff.
Oh, good. I'll get out a sandwich or something. Oh, the tea's just warm.
Yesterday coffee was good, although it wasn't the best because I didn't have enough coffee in it because I ran out of coffee. Today, it's full of stuff. And before I added my water. 40% yes, 60% no.
What?
Are you wearing pink today, Friday? My poll I put on. Have a nice day. Bye.